Welcome to codersclub.in. So today we'll look at a JavaScript program about the calculator using the radio buttons, implementing a calculator using radio buttons. So this is the problem statement. Write a calculator program in JavaScript and implement add, subtract, multiply, divide, and modulo functionalities. Use the radio buttons to select the functionality. So this is the problem statement. So first we'll look at the program, how it looks like. So this is calculator.html. So we have got operand 1 and operand 2, and here we have got the different operations. That is the functionalities, whatever we can perform. So let us take 10 and let us take 4 and select multiply operation, submit, and 10 multiplied by 4 is 40. And I am displaying the intermediate results here. See, the number of radio buttons available here is 5, and operator selected is multiplication operator. Operand 1 value is 10, operand 2 value is 4, and the result is 40. So I am displaying all these things in the console.log. Okay, and one more thing I want to demonstrate here. Suppose in this program, if we, okay, I am giving the value of operand 1 and operand 2. I am not selecting any of the operations. If I submit this button, see, we should get a message here that choose an operator. So this is what is called as a JavaScript client-side validation. So that means before going to the function, we should make sure that one of the functionalities is selected. If it is not selected, we should display an alert message like this. So this is called as JavaScript validation, and this is done in the client side. Okay, we'll see how to implement this client side validation in this program. Okay. So as usual, we have got HTML here. HTML has two portions, that is head portion and the body portion. First, we will look at the body portion. And inside the body, we have got a HTML form, and the name of this form is calculator form. This is the name of the form. And we have got two operands, that is the two text boxes here. One is input type is equal to text, name is operand 1, and second one, operand 2, name is operand 2. And next we have got operation, that is the functionality. We have used radio button here. You see, input type is equal to radio, radio, radio like this. And the name of the radio button we have given as operator. So this name should be same, then only it becomes mutually exclusive. If you give different names to these radio buttons, then you can select all the radio buttons. Okay, whenever we are using the radio buttons, we should be able to select only one of all these 5 radio buttons. So that is what we call it as mutually exclusive. So to achieve that mutual exclusiveness, we have to name all the radio buttons with the same name. That is the reason why we have named here all the radio buttons with the same name called as operator. And these are the values: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulo. And then we have a button here, and then we have a submit button. On click, we are going to a function called as do calculator. This is a JavaScript function, and we are passing a parameter to that. So what is the parameter we are passing? We are passing which functionality is selected, whether addition is selected, subtraction is selected, that we are passing. How we are passing that, you please see here, document dot calculator form dot operator. Okay, what is this operator? Operator is the name of the radio button. Okay, whatever radio button is selected. So if the addition radio button is selected, then this plus operator will be passed as a parameter. So if multiplication is selected, so multiplication operator is basically passed as a parameter. So the document dot calculator form dot operator. Okay, like that we are accessing that value. And then there is a div here with the ID as result. So div is a placeholder. So we are going to write the result here. Okay. So now let us go to the function, do calculator function. So this is a function, do calculator. The operator will come as a parameter to this, and we are first calculating how many radio buttons are there. Okay, so we will get the length here, and then the console log, we are doing number of radio buttons as n. Okay, please see here, number of radio buttons is 5, so that is what we are getting there. Okay, then we want to check whether any one of the radio button is clicked or not. Okay, if any one of the radio button is clicked, then only we will go and conduct that plus operation or minus operation, like that. Otherwise, we will display a message saying that please choose an operator. So how we are doing that? So we are having a flag here called as false, and I'm having a variable called as I. Using a for loop, we are checking here if document.calculator.form.operator of I dot checked. That means we are checking whether the first radio button is checked or not. Next, inside a loop, we are checking whether the second radio button is checked or not. Third radio button is checked or not. Like that, we go on checking all the 5 radio buttons whether it is checked or not. So if it is checked, then flag value is made true, and we are breaking out of this loop. Okay, that means the flag value will change from false to true. Okay, otherwise, if none of the radio buttons are checked, then what happens is that this flag value remains false only. So that we are checking here. If a flag is equal to false, we are giving an alert message that choose an operator and return false. Okay, return false means what? The program will not go to this line. So it returns here only. This function returns here only. Okay, if the value of flag is true, then only all these other operations are done. So please look at this code here. Operator is equal to document.calculator.form.operator I of value. So that means out of the 5 radio buttons, only 1 radio button is selected. Okay, what is the value of that radio button? That we are collecting here, operator, and then we are displaying here. Okay, so based on this operator value, we are doing the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulo, like that. Okay, then we are reading the value of operand 1 and operand 2 here, and we are using a temporary variable OPR1 and OPR2 here, and the values of OPR1 and OPR2 are logged to the console by using this console.log, and then the OPR1, OPR2 value is converted into the integers P and Q. Then the result is stored in this variable called as result. Then we are using a switch operator to find out what operator is actually clicked. Okay, so if it is a plus operator, we are doing the addition operator, minus means subtraction operator, multiplication here, division here, and here modulo. Okay, and then we are displaying the result here. Okay, console, on the console. And then by using dynamic HTML, that is inner HTML, whatever the result is there, we are writing that to the div tag with the ID as result. So that is what we are doing here. So I will run this example once again. So see here, suppose I am only selecting this, let us say 4 and then 1. I am not selecting any of the radio buttons. I am submitting here. You see, I am getting an error message that choose an operator. So if I choose an operator here, multiplication, then I'll get the result here. 4 multiplied by 1 is 4. And here all the things are displayed here. Number of radio buttons 5, operator multiplication, operator 1 value 4, operator 2 value 1, and result is equal to 4. Okay. So if this video is useful, please like this video and subscribe to the channel codersclub.in. Thank you.